Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I will wait until the market is perfect, or I'm not ready yet? What if I told you that waiting could literally cost you millions over your lifetime? Welcome back. For those of you new here, I'm Korianne. I have been investing in cash flow rental properties for over 20 years, reaching my financial independence in my mid-30s and reading the best-selling book, Property Master the Wealth. I have seen hundreds of smart, ambitious women wait too long and then watch opportunities slip away. Today, I will show you why waiting is risky and how to take action confidently. What you will learn by the end of this video is the most common mistakes beginner women investor make, how waiting can secretly cost you hundreds of thousands or even millions, the simple strategies to start now without feeling overwhelmed. One of my students waited 2 years to buy her first property. She thought the market had to cool off. Meanwhile, rents went up, home prices increased, and she paid thousands in lost potential income. By contrast, my older student bought early even with a slightly higher interest rate, and her property already started generating cash flow within months. The biggest mistakes beginners make is waiting for the market to be perfect. Here is the reality. The market's never perfect. Interest rates fluctuate, prices go up and down. Waiting often costs more than acting. So many women hesitate to take the financing step because they worry their income isn't high enough or that they won't qualify for a loan. The truth is, these fears are usually based on assumptions, not reality. With proper planning, budgeting, and pre-approval from a lender, most professionals can qualify for their first property much sooner than they think. So a student of mine, a nurse earning about $85,000 per year, thought she needed to wait until her salary doubled to buy her rental. So after we reviewed her credit, calculate her debt to income ratio, and got her pre-approval, she realized she could purchase her first rental with just 20% down payment. Today, that property is cash flow about $300,000 per month for her, and she's confident to add a second rental within a year. So the key takeaway for you is don't wait for perfect conditions. Take the financing step with the right guidance, and you often find you are closer to your first property than you can imagine. Overthinking kills actions. Comparing every property, reading every article, waiting for every rate changes, it paralyzes you. Here are the solutions. Focus on one actionable step at a time, like get pre-approval, focus on budgeting, or finding a mentor. Let me break it down for you. When you wait, you continue paying rent, often to a landlord who builds equity on your money if you are a renter. Meanwhile, if you bought a property even modestly, that equity grows over time. I have seen this with my students and in my own journey. Every month of hesitations costs money, but taking calculated actions build wealth. And yes, you can take that first step even with a busy career. Think about this. The average renter has a net worth of about $10,000, while the average homeowner sits at around $400,000. That's a huge difference, and it doesn't happen by accident. So home ownership and investing in real estate create wealth in ways renting simply cannot match. Now imagine this. What if you invested in just 4 rental property over your lifetime? It may sound small, but the impact can be massive. Let me give you an example. I once worked with a young professional, Maya, who was renting and feeling stuck financially. She had savings, but nothing that would grow fast enough to give her real freedom. Together, we mapped out a plan. She would purchase one cash flow property rental every 2 to 3 years based on her income. So each property brought in a consistent monthly income and slowly pay down the mortgage through tenant rents. So fast forward 6 years later, Mia now owns 3 rental properties. The property generate enough cash flow side income to cover about 50% of her living expenses, and her net worth has grown into hundreds of $1,000s simply from smart, steady investing. She didn't need to be millionaire overnight. She just needed a plan, discipline, and the courage to start. Here is a takeaway. You don't need a dozen of property to transform your financial life. Start with one, scale carefully, and even a small portfolio of rental can completely change your financial future. So here is what you can do today. Like I always mention, get a pre-approval, know what you can afford, start monitoring local property markets, look for cash flow friendly deals, set aside a down payment fund. Small, consistent steps are enough. Take actions, don't wait for perfections. If you want to see exactly how a busy professional woman started her first rental property without overwhelm, check out my next video, how to start your first rental without overwhelm. It walks you through every step you need to take. Remember, waiting is expensive. Action is powerful. You don't need to do everything at once. Just start. Focus on one step, gain the momentum, and build confidence. You have got this. Ciao.